I first found out about my issues with my kidneys when I was a Division I college athlete playing basketball, USC, Fight On, and they saw that I had pretty much an astronomical amount of protein in my urine. A lot of people spill protein because of muscle mass, but they wanted to do a kidney biopsy to ensure that everything was okay. So I went over to USC Medical, I had the kidney biopsies, and the results from that showed that I was functioning at 95%. So, healed from that, continued to play, and went into the season. I was going in for what people would call a simple outpatient procedure. And so we had all of these different doctors and nurses coming in, asking all these questions. So they were like, well, did you know that your kidneys were functioning at 26%? Once I did kind of settle in and sit down and talk with a nephrologist, it kind of hit me like, wow, this is pretty serious. But I'm a person of extremely strong faith. I'm driven by God. And so I just was like, well, you know what? I'm going to be a miracle. I'm going to have this 26% functioning. So I just kind of pushed forward. I just fought on. I called my doctor and she said, well, you're not on the waiting list, you're not on the transplant list, you don't have any donors lined up. Like, this is something that you have to really consider because other than that, you could possibly, pass away. So I tell my mom all of this. She's like, well, let me get tested since, I kind of know what's going on. And so probably about 2 weeks after our initial testing, my mom calls me and she's hysterical. She's crying. I can't understand. I was like, Mom, what's going on? Like, what? Slow down, what's going on? She's like, they said I'm a match. So I have a saying that, my mom birthed me twice. So that's kind of how I knew my donor. I was probably an hour away from home. I was at a training for work. When I turned my phone over, I looked and I had about 12 missed calls. It was from my nurse, my physician's cell phone, from the hospital. So I knew something was wrong because I said, well, I had just done labs. And so I remember calling my nurse and she's just like, we need you to come into the hospital right now.
When I found out that my wife's kidneys were failing, and I was in China, and I took about a 30-hour flight home. And as I was taking that flight, I didn't know I was about to be a kidney donor until I landed, and we ran the tests, and it came back that my kidney was going to be a match for her. Her health was failing, and you could see it by just looking at her. So to be able to relieve that and take that and put her back in good health, it's a great feeling.
It was another miracle. We literally went in 9 days from when he was first tested. So, perfect match.
The process has been, a blessing in our family. Obviously, I'm giving it to my wife, so I see it every day. I can just tell you from my perspective, it's been one of the best things that I've done. She's doing what everybody else is doing. There's no dialysis or anything like that, and so she's been able to get back to her life and live it.
Millions of people across the world are far than capable of being a donor. You see this man, he's handsome, he's in shape, he's smiling, life goes on, everything's gonna be great, and you're saving a life. And that's something that not many people can say that they are able to do.